Welcome back to Simple Cooking Made Simple with Carolina Chef. We are going to make a country chicken pie with a liquid crust today. So we took our chicken, marinated it in chicken broth, fresh thyme, and fresh sage. And then I cooked it in a crock pot for 4 hours. So you can either do that or you can grab a rotisserie at Walmart, Target, Sam's, and break it down, pull it off the bone and use it. Or you can just cook some chicken or just get some already cooked chicken from the store if you don't want to cook it. Or you can use chicken breasts, thighs, whichever you want. You just want it soft enough to where that you can shred it apart where it kind of looks like this. I've got some big pieces in there and some smaller pieces. Just like a good, nice shred. And then we'll put this in our pan that I've greased. And this is a 13 by 9. And I used olive oil to grease our glass dish here. I'm just going to spread this out. And while our stuff to make our gravy is heating up, I used 1.5 cups of heavy cream, 1.5 cups of chicken broth, and instead of making like a roux with butter and flour, we're going to use Pioneer's pepper gravy mix. We're going to use 2 of these, so it's going to make 4 cups. So again, I used 1.5 cups of the broth, 1.5 cups of heavy cream, and it's heating up now. And then you use 1 cup of chicken broth with 2 packs of the pepper gravy mix. That makes 2 cups. So our heavy cream and chicken broth is starting to get warm, almost to a boil. And this is our chicken broth with our pepper gravy mix mixed up. It's good and smooth. So once I add this, it'll thicken that up and you'll have a nice gravy slash sauce to pour over your chicken that's gonna have a lot of flavor. You can add other things to this if you want to. You can add poultry seasoning, you can add pepper, some more pepper, garlic, thyme, sage, whatever your flavor is. And if you don't want to use heavy cream, you can use just milk. That's an easy way to do it. Or you can make your own broth from your chicken that you cooked, or you can make it with some bouillon cubes. And if you see that your gravy's a little thick, just add a little bit more milk or maybe a little bit more broth to it. It's just going to give it some more flavor. So this is good to go. We have a good thickness. It's nice and smooth, and it's a simple way to make your sauce slash gravy for your chicken pie. So now we're going to start on our liquid crust for our topping for our chicken pot pie. I have 3 cups of self-rising flour in our mixing bowl here. And then this is 3 cups of milk that I added 3 tablespoons of vinegar to make buttermilk. And as we're talking, it's still thickening up just a little bit. So you want to add your milk to your flour first. And again, that's 3 cups milk and 3 cups self-rising flour. We're just going to make sure we mix this in real good. Make sure there's no lumps. And then after we get this mixed up real good, we will add 1.5 sticks of butter. And you always want to do your milk and your flour first, because if you add your butter too early, with the milk being cold, then it's going to make your butter kind of lump up and you're not gonna have a real smooth topping. Just make sure you get your flour in there real good with the milk. Make sure it's all mixed up, that you're getting all your dry product mixed together. And then we'll add our butter. Like I said, this is 1.5 sticks melted. Probably only want to do it in a microwave for maybe about 30 to 45 seconds. Just keep it on it. If you do it too long, it'll start popping and you'll have a nice mess in your microwave. You can also put like a paper towel on it to help it. See, now this is nice and smooth. Everything's mixed up well. So we're gonna let that sit there for a second. We're gonna add some fresh chopped parsley. And now I know most people get chicken pie and they expect vegetables. I like mine just this way, but you can add, you can add some peas, some carrots, celery, onion, whatever you'd like. Or you can use the veg oil that we used in our earlier video this week. So now I'm gonna take our gravy. I'm just gonna pour this in. And we'll kind of mix that up a little bit. So that's a perfect amount, the 2 cups of gravy for that size. So I'm just gonna kind of work it in there so it's mixed up well. And if you want to, you can wait to put your chicken in once you make your gravy. Then mix it up in the bowl or in the pot, same sauce pot the gravy's made in, and just stir it in instead of doing it this way. Whichever you want to do. Either way works. So now we have that mixed up well. I'm just going to take our liquid crust. We're just going to pour it on top. And this is just like a nice buttery biscuit once it comes out of the oven. So you want to preheat your ovens to 350. And I like a lot of biscuit on top, because the chicken and the gravy is going to make more juice in your pan. So we have a little bit left over in there, but if you're like me and you like a lot, you just add more if you want to. I'm just going to shake a little bit of pepper on top. And then just take some of that fresh chopped parsley, just for some color. We'll take this, put it in the oven for 350, and we'll cook it anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. And I usually put mine on the top rack because I like the topping to get good and golden brown. So we have pulled out our chicken pie out of the oven. We had it on 350 for about 15 minutes, up the temp to 400 for another 15 minutes, and did about 3 minutes on broil just to get a nice golden brown to the top of it. So we're going to cut some of this out so you guys can see all this deliciousness. It smells so good. And the gravy turned out good. The chicken's in there. You can just put it on the side, or you can put it on top. So let's try this out. Hopefully it doesn't burn too bad, because it is hot. We're gonna try this. It's so good. Well, I hope you guys try this video. Man, I can't wait to eat some more. I hope you tried this recipe and you've enjoyed the video. Please make sure to do the 3 S's. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I just lost my train of thought. So share with your friends. Like I said, this is easy, super tasty, great comfort food. So enjoy. With Carolina cook. Stop. I said cook.